Okay, something about shorts. We've made updates to our advertiser-friendly guidelines, relaxing our adult content policy in some areas. Oh, okay, we got to read about this. Hold on a second.
Hi, creators. Before we get into today's update, we read
Oh, it's
through
a
the
video.
comments on
Okay.
our previous...
Hold on a second. Let me run this back. We'll watch this. We'll do a react video to a YouTube video from YouTube. So should I do it XQC style, where I just sit and stare at it and occasionally sniff, or should I do it Sniper Wolf style, where I just like stare at it and don't react and occasionally sniff? Yeah, come to think of it, they're not really that different, are they? Yes. Anyway, hold on a second. Do we have a... I don't know if I have a screen set up. Maybe this one? Will this work? Sure, this works. It's kind of boring, but... Oh, no, that's not going to work. That's that. No, here we go. There. Okay, now, that'll work. All right, let's check this out here. So this is... Now, you hear me complaining about this all the time, where things are getting demonetized or... deemed not to be advertiser friendly or whatever, but YouTube plasters ads all over it. It's like, okay, well, how come I can't just use those advertisers? You know what I mean? I'm complaining about that all the time. And you guys who come to my behind the scenes streams have seen me having to deal with it all the time. So anyway, let's see what YouTube has on the go for this. Let's see what if this will help in any way.
Hi, creators. Before we get into today's update, we read through the comments on our previous policy update video for controversial issues. Some creators called out to us that they'd like localized captions. Those are live now on this video. So if you'd like to see those, select your desired language now. Today, we're
that's
updating
kind of cool. I like that.
advertiser-friendly content guidelines regarding adult content, specifically as they relate to content that includes nudity while breastfeeding, and content which focuses on non-sexually graphic dancing. Let's start with breastfeeding.
Oh, that evil dancing.
Today's update will allow creators
Yes, let's start with breastfeeding.
revenue on breastfeeding content.
Oh, more revenue for breastfeeding. Oh, we're going to see so many breastfeeding videos now. Hot damn.
Is present in the video.
Our child is present in the video.
Areola is visible.
Even with visible areola. Visible areola. This is massive. It's only taken 17 years to get to this point where visible areola with a child present is acceptable and eligible for ad revenue on YouTube. More ad revenue now. So what is it? Wait a minute. Is he saying that we'll make more money if there is both a child present and a visible areola? So what if there's a child present, but they have a really big head, so they just kind of cover up the whole boob? Would those videos still get as much ad revenue? I mean, these are important questions. Maybe I should ask them in a comment. I don't think that would be a good idea. I think it's bad enough that we're talking about it now. Let's carry on, shall we? This is fascinating and clearly so relevant to my content.
This was only monetizable where the areola was not visible.
Oh.
We will continue to restrict ad revenue on breastfeeding content where a child is not present. Now,
wait a minute, a child is not present, but the areola is visible. So what does that mean exactly? Does that mean it's just somebody sitting there with her milky tits hanging out, dripping all over the place with no baby to suck on them? Or is he talking about ones where, no, there is not a child present, but there is a 53-year-old balding male in a diaper suckling away? That is not generally acceptable. But hey, at least he hid the areola with his massive middle-aged head.
On the slightly different topic of non-sexually graphic dancing, we are removing restrictions.
No more Patrick Swayze for you girls.
Focuses on dance moves which involve grinding or twerking.
YouTube is now pro grinding and twerking. All right. All my dreams have come true. So expect lots of Megan Thee Stallion mashup videos heading our way.
This content can now earn ad revenue. We will still restrict monetization on dance videos
that are not even remotely sexual or suggestive in any way, because those are just boring. We want excitement on YouTube, so get to twerking, kids. All right.
Deliberate and recurring shots on breasts.
Oh, deliberate and recurring breasts, butt, and genitalia. Like naked or just like, what about Elvis? Elvis videos where he's like thrusting vigorously towards the camera. Michael Jackson. Well, Michael Jackson for some might be a variety of things, but he did a lot of thrusting in his videos. Would that be acceptable? And again, what if this is deliberate and recurring breasts, but there is a child present and the areola is visible? Is that acceptable? While dancing? Because, kids babies like it when you like bounce around with them, they don't know what's going on, but you might call that dancing. I don't know. Anyway.
Butt or genitalia, extreme minimal clothing,
extreme minimal
that mimic sexual acts.
Okay.
Caressing a dance partner's genitalia in a dance.
Who the fuck does that? I'm just gonna give you a little rubby while we're dancing here. You know what that makes me think of? That scene in spoiler for The Boys, by the way. That scene in The Boys where the evil Nazi chick is rubbing Homelander's crotch through his uniform while he's got a civilian pinned up against the wall. And then, she just keeps rubbing him until the civilian's head explodes, which is, of course... I don't know if you caught the symbolism there, but it was symbolizing, Homelander's joy. Anyway, that's what I picture when I hear caressing a dance partner's genitalia in a dance. I mean, that wasn't really a dance, but it was a moment.
As always, all content will still have to abide by YouTube's community guidelines, and for monetization purposes, the advertiser-friendly content guidelines. Let us know if you've any questions in the comments.
I have questions, but I don't think they should be asked. Stop. Whatever you are, stop. Google Play Games. Wait a minute. Are they trying Stadia again? Guys, give it up. Stadia failed. GeForce Now is way better. Maybe this is something else. I don't know. Maybe it's like a Steam thing. You really think you're going to make a dent in Steam's market this late in the game? I don't think so. Anyway.